Hello. Hi, Caroline and Sergio. How are you today?
Very good. How are you?
You have a
Yeah,
proper
doing excellent. Yeah, it's great to see your
setup there,
faces.
and
I
you.
love the microphone there. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Ah, yes. Hopefully you can hear me here. Everyone can hear us well, but yes.
Perfect.
You guys are at home today in Dubai, is that right?
Oh,
Yeah, we landed 2 days ago.
You got a long journey. I understand you're coming out to Melbourne. I'm gonna see you out
Yeah,
here pretty soon.
first ever time.
we
And
actually,
I'm and Housewives is launching, so
yeah.
I'm going to be doing press with Bravo out there.
So we're flying there on Tuesday, so very excited.
Yes, looking forward to meeting you in person, face to face. That'll be great.
Yeah.
I know we only have a little bit of time today, so I'd love to get to know you a little bit better. Let people who are watching this get to know you a little bit better. And I'll start with Caroline, ladies first.
Always.
I was going to ask you. I've been really inspired about people who follow their own paths in life, who don't fit in the box, the typical box, who kind of challenge the norms and they seek out adventures in their life and their business as well. And I know you had a lot of entrepreneurial experience. For someone who's like either launching a new business or having a big life transition, like what kind of advice would you give that person who's hitting that reset button?
Well, I mean, just not to ask too many people's opinions because I've learned that most people don't really want you to succeed because if you succeed, then they're going to have to get off their tushes and do something themselves. And if you are having a life transition, be it, whatever it is, and you're changing in your life or you're deciding to have a major shift, that also makes people uncomfortable. Just because they like comfort. And if you again have a better life after taking the leap, what does that say about what they're doing? And so I've learned to try not to ask people their opinion anymore or to take it too often because again, if you've had that feeling and you've got it in your gut that you want something new or you want to change your life, do it because I always say life is an egg timer and you get to flip it once. That's it. And there's no coming back. And they're not paying your bills. They're not living in your house. And the only opinion that matters in my mind is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you think about that, Sergio? You've obviously had big transitions going from professional sports into, you're an entrepreneur now as well. So
Well, he married
how
a woman 20
I mean,
years older, for God's sake.
I
And no one said that was a
yeah.
good idea.
I mean, I clearly never listened to anyone. I think in my whole life, pretty much, because even when I was playing soccer, I had always like so much jealousy on me and stuff, and I was always on my own path. And I think I learned so much about that, and just to kind of like follow my what I feel and what I want to do, and never really listen to people because it's just you live once, right? So I mean, the biggest one it was maybe when I left Real Madrid that a lot of people told me to stay, and I kind of just took my own leap of faith and I just follow my path. And then also with Caroline, because I mean, when we started, no one really believed in us, and most of my friends they thought I was crazy. Getting into this relationship with like 3 kids and what I was gonna do and how why I was doing this in my life. And then it's just funny how all those people, or most of those people that they were not supportive in the beginning, all of a sudden now they came back, and now they're kind of like happy for us in a way. But it's just as Caroline was saying, like people,
They have their own
they,
reasoning, right? And
yeah,
reasons for
you,
things.
you just don't really have to listen to people and just
You'll never do anything if you
yeah,
listen to others.
just stick in your own line.
often following your gut, right? Just
Yeah, 100%.
And it
yeah,
always works out. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, there's always gonna be a way or a new door opening for you.
It always works out.
yeah, it's something I've experienced in my life where I've moved lots of countries as well. So I'm originally from Los Angeles, but I've moved over to Thailand for 8 years, and now I'm on
Oh
my eighth
wow.
year in Melbourne. And I never would have thought, that would have been the case. My partner's Thai. We live here in Melbourne now. And so, we also have that cross-cultural stuff a bit. I was watching one of your YouTube videos earlier today, seeing how things are quite different depending on the
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
So it's
Very
yeah, it's very interesting that way. But I
nice, nice.
understand you I understand you're also, starting some new businesses as well. So Bust the Label, you want to tell me a little bit more about that and why you guys decided to go into that kind of wellness wellness, sustainable sort of space?
Well, we're big
Yeah.
on that because of Bali and
Yeah.
obviously I'm older, so it's all the things that I take to keep myself looking this way and keep myself feeling good from the inside out. For my hair, my nails, just ashwagandha, things like this that we love.
And the why behind the name is because it really resonates with who we are, because at the end, past the label, it just means out of the label, that you don't really fit
in the box.
in what society tells you. So it's just really, just pushing yourself
It was
out.
about
and,
us, for us,
Yeah.
and we hope everyone loves it. It's been a bit of a struggle because it's only just got ready now. It was meant to be ready almost, I don't know, 7 months ago, but we
Yeah.
had so many issues. But there you go. I mean, that's what happens for any entrepreneur. It doesn't matter.
100%.
People think, because I'm on Housewives or a celebrity that, things are easier for me. That's not necessarily true.
We went through everything, yeah. But then finally it's gonna be ready end of this month, hopefully. So hopefully, let's say mid-June we will be launching, and we are
And we're
ready.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the biggest lesson you would give to an entrepreneur who, have kind of where you are right now? You're starting this new venture, but it's maybe taking a bit longer than you thought. What would be the big advice there? Would it be raise more money, or
No,
look at things differently?
try to raise as much as you can if it's a big business at the beginning, because it's much easier to sell a dream than a business at the beginning, a startup that's when things do go wrong, right? But I would say if you don't have to raise money, too much money, also try and keep as much for yourself. So it's a double-edged sword, right?
And be open for changes
Change.
along the way, because when you start something, there's always, gonna be like unpredictable things happening. So, anything that
A lot of
comes,
people can't roll with it.
yeah, so you just have to roll with it and maybe adjust to that
Your business plan.
new version of the business.
Yeah, and there's always going to be 50 new versions of the business, and that's, that isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, and all those versions at the end, they will come together and they will make the final product, which could be the successful one, So
Yeah.
it's always like adjusting, and we go through it day and night with the different businesses that we have.
So it's about, acknowledging whatever that challenge is and just kind of keep pushing past it and go to the next one and the next one and the next one, I guess is the way
No
you
other
do
way.
it. Resilience.
Yeah.
No other way to get through it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're wrapping up a little bit pretty soon, but I just wanted to thank you for the time you took today just to have a quick chat. Look forward to meeting you in person in Melbourne in a few weeks. I encourage everybody who's watching this or listening to this to check out Housewives of Dubai coming up soon. I think it's first
June
week in
2nd.
June, right? June
Yeah.
2nd.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's exciting. And also Bust the Label, check that out as well. To be launched very soon.
Yeah.
Bustthelabel.com. So appreciate the time and look forward to seeing you.
Perfect.
See you
Thank
in
you.
Australia.
Pleasure. See you soon.
See you in Australia.